We already went over this. I have a hard time.
Is there trying to be good faith here? Like, is there just some metric of strength that you think women are better on or something, and that's why you're having a hard time what metric is giving you hesitancy?
Is there a sport that you think like women would consider?
Is it just the gym?
Is there
pain tolerance? Pain tolerance is a good point.
Sport.
And
is there a sport that would go with that?
I'm just saying this is the only metric I can
like
think of.
super endurance running, for example, women are starting to compete at equal levels and slightly more, specifically because of like body fat composition and like water amounts and pain tolerance that like women are starting to slightly outcompete men on like super marathons.
Nick, can you pull up boys versus women.com? We already looked at it. We'll look at it for 10 seconds and then so high school boys, if you put in the US, if you put them against gold medalists in the Olympics, and this is not just in the US, this is like the highest level of achievement in women's sports. So hold on, let me read this, Nick. Scroll up. Male high school athletes, so I'm assuming this is US, male high school athletes versus female Olympians. So this isn't just US female Olympians, this is all Olympians from the entire world, every single country. If high school boys win against the fastest women, is it fair for males? Well, that's okay. That's another conversation. So if you allowed high school boys to compete against female Olympians, the boys would steal all those medals from the women. So just scroll down just a bit. We won't see the whole thing, but track and field, 2016 high school boys versus 2016 Olympic women's finalists. Scroll down a bit, Nick. So this is for the 100 meter. No, up. And it's going to resort. So those are high school boys who would outperform the Olympian women. Scroll down just a tad. We'll just look at one more and we won't linger. This is 400 meter, 800 meter, and it's going to resort here. Okay, so high school boys who certainly are, I assume, are not even at their athletic peak, are out competing female Olympians. Just U.S. high school boys are out competing all the women in the world who are at the peak within their gender.
Okay. Must be steroids.
So how can you explain that high school boys are out competing women, if not for having more strength, for example? Or fast twitch, I mean, these are races, so that's probably more related to like your fast twitch muscle fibers and stuff.
Like explosive power, yeah.
Okay. But you know what, related to that, Nick, can you pull up photos of male sprinters versus female sprinters just to see what their bodies look like?
I should look at there's a video of a female sprinter like paced alongside a male sprinter video. It's probably I used to actually
make sure it's not TOS
agree with you. And then my husband, when we were just starting to date, just showed me like Serena Williams being like, I would never. And then the like US soccer team of women Olympians losing to like the U16 boys team. And I was like, okay, yeah, this is just like brain rot.
And it was bad.
Like they lost.
Scorched.
It was scorched. It wasn't even close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were laughing at him and mocking him. It was pretty funny.
Okay.
So the way that I'm looking at strength is less in sports and stuff and more in like physical combat and stuff.
Okay, well, what about like Navy SEALs? There are like hardly ever any. I don't even know if there's women Navy SEALs.
There's none.
Women would never compete in a male fighting sport ever. Yeah. They would get combat. In fact, this is like part of the trans athlete conversation. Is that like trans athletes, even after doing a whole bunch of stuff to like make them like their T and stuff similar to cis women, all the cis women that have fought them been like they punch like nothing I've ever experienced. It's like a truck hitting your face.
I almost wonder if you don't want to concede this because then perhaps you have a corresponding position on the trans people in sports thing, and if you were to concede that men are physically stronger than women or males are stronger than females, then you must concede that we should not have trans women in women's sports. Is that what this stems from?
I don't think so. I think it's more just to do with my personal experience with my mother and like her, like I know she could whoop anybody's ass. Like my dad.
No, your mother could not whoop anybody's ass.
You think she could beat up Joe Rogan?
Mike Tyson?
I don't know if she was angry enough.
Guy down the street.
No, that's not your degree. Yeah. Your degree of anger does not dictate your ability to beat someone in a fight who is, say, 2 times as strong as you and who weighs twice as much as you and who's a foot taller than you. in a fist fight. Let me ask. Here, can we pull up?
Are we talking about a professional fist fight?
Hold on.
Professional?
No.
Anywhere.
Nick, pull up a photo of Brock Lesnar. So your mom, how tall is your mom?
She's 5 foot.
She's how tall?
5 foot.
5 foot. Okay, she's 5 foot. Nick, you got the photos? Nick.
She's gonna be so happy. I
just Brock Lesnar image.
Also, not saying women can't be badass, but we have to work.
Wait, before you pull it up, your mom could beat up anybody.
I'm pretty confident she could beat up a lot of people. I don't know about anybody, but I'm gonna confidently.
What percentage of men could your mom beat up? At 5'4", do you think?
At 5 foot.
She's 5 foot.
Oh, excuse me. Oh,
she's 4 inches shorter than that.
You are aware that the average male height is like 5'9", 5'10".
So I believe last time I checked it was 5'8". Yeah.
Well, it depends. It depends what country, but in the U.S., I believe
US.
In any case, so what percentage of men in the U.S. do you think that your mom could beat up? How much does she weigh, too, by the way?
Right now she's gonna be uncomfortable with me talking about this. I think like 145.
Your 5 foot mother's going to be uncomfortable about you talking about her beating up men?
No.
Okay.
No, about her weight. Her weight.
Okay. I guess, yes, it's rude to ask a woman's age and weight. What percentage of men do you think your mom could beat up?
My guess would probably be
fist fight, no like hidden weapons or any shit.
Teeth, nails,
sure,
dirty.
Anything to the
anything she can use.
Fighting dirty, I think approximately.
The man can fight dirty too.
Yeah, approximately 80%.
Holy fuck, you're delusional.
Have you ever seen a fist fight?
You are delusional.
Have you ever?
My dear. You are delusional, my dear.
80%. Have you ever been trained in any sort of MMA? That's the first question.
Wait.
Oh my god! Girl, not even just like karate.
You think male kick is gonna be lethal?
Okay, do you have the Brock Lesnar clip? So before you pull it up, wait. Just the first one. Do the first one, the Wikipedia. The first one.
Did your mom beat him up?
So Brock Lesnar, I think he's like well over 6 feet. He's probably over 200 pounds.
Damn.
Could your mom beat him up?
You said he's 6 feet?
Forget, just based off
anyone though.
Yeah.
No, but that's fine. But I'm asking, could your mom?
He could be in the 20%.
Huh?
He could be in the 20% that she can't beat up.
What if he was 5 foot?
No. Could? Yeah, forget his height. Forget his height. Let's say this is 5 foot Brock Lesnar. This is his. Could your mom beat up Brock Lesnar? UFC.
She might be able to. Okay.
You're so. Oh my God, you're delusional. You are. I'm sorry, but there's no other way to say this.
Wait,
you are
you
delusional.
think your mom could beat up out of 4 billion men? 80% of them.
No, we said in the U.S. We did say in the U.S.
Okay,
so
300 million. Let's give 150. Let's say 100 million men.
I bet you your mom could beat up like a guy who's like a paraplegic and was like 80 and like maybe a bit more, but like this is where like theory of violence is really important, and our society has the worst, and women have a way worse theory of violence than men, because every man knows that he is not taking on a 6'2" bro, even if he's 5'8", right? Like no shot, because it's like your mom is going into a sword fight with a little dagger. Like the reach alone is so dangerous. Like
it's going into it's worse. It's so much worse.
With a knife.
She might not be able to even reach his head to punch him in the head.
Right, and this is why like
Brock Lesnar's an F-16 and your mom is a needle. That's the difference. Literally, that would be the distinction.
And I feel like if we could like have even fight like feminists, would it be like arguing things, probably just fight back against men, just beat them all up.
Where's the logic? What? Oh, this way. Oh.
No. Yeah. Okay. So sorry. That was my OCD. What is the? I want to ask the whole table here, not to like
fucking die.
Because I fight. I fucking have senseis that will slap me in the fucking face. It doesn't matter how much I'm like, yeah, I got this. I'm just mad. Like, let's just go. Man, people put me in my place so fast. Like, it's not funny.
I can
let's say like a 40.
Her mom could probably beat up 80% of them.
My sensei, she'll probably beat up both my senseis who have years of experience.
I have a question. So okay. Did you say you do jujitsu?
I do, yeah.
Okay.
Like grappling.
So I've heard this, like a male blue belt, and by the way, belts and like it takes a long time to get belts. And,
years.
Jiu-jitsu, it's a lot longer than like taekwondo.
So in jiu-jitsu, my understanding is like a male same weight, a male blue belt is going to tap a female black belt.
Period. It has a lot to do with weight.
Yeah.
Weight is what's keeping you down.
I would argue
And
even
size.
like same weight, like a male. Also, I did wrestling in high school. We had women on the team, and typically, like the women when they went to the tournaments, like they typically more often than not they lost.
Okay.
By the way, can I just instruct my team and my audience who are watching this to begin the meme generation of my mom can beat up Brock Lesnar. Do it immediately as fast as you possibly can.
I don't understand why.
why is it still going?
I think here's the thing. It should be like you had to like calculate what if the adrenaline. It's like it should be an
'Cause there's
instant.
so many fucking factors.
No,
There's
there's no
so
factors.
many
You
factors.
see a photo
sorry.
of Brock Lesnar. You know that your mom is 5 feet. It should be instantaneous. He could kill her.
But it also depends on how smart they are and how quick they are. And
How
their feet.
smart.
But
she
he's
was
like a
saying-
trained, like he does that
fighter.
for a
Okay,
living.
Even if he wasn't,
We're just
He was a
looking at
UFC
this.
champion.
sit on her and be done. Like, let's
Wait,
be real.
I
You
wanna-
don't even have to
okay.
have experience. You can sit on her.
But you said it comes down to intelligence.
It doesn't come down to, but I think that's another factor. Like if
Are
you're
you,
quick
like-
on your feet and if you know fighting skills, I think that those
think
things
that can
are
definitely-
Is your mom a
Here.
professional
Exactly.
fighter?
It can help. So
Let me ask you this question. Let's say Brock Lesnar, so Brock Lesnar, granted, is a UFC fighter. Let's just say he's totally untrained, but in that body, totally untrained male, has never taken a boxing class, hasn't even done like Tai Bo, fucking nothing.
he just goes to the gym and he attained that build.
Just goes to the gym, zero fight training. Your mom at 5 feet, she is the pound for pound best MMA fighter in the world. Does your mom still in a fight, does she beat up Brock Lesnar?
I say there's probably an 85 to 90% probability that she could.
This is some girl math right here.
This is girl math right here.
85 to 90%.
I am super ignorant, so this is a genuine question.
Yeah.
Because I've read some stuff about certain what is it? And it's not to defend, it's just out of curiosity because I know you do martial arts. Like certain martial arts, if you get really well trained, you can use opponents' like own like body or like physical build
Against them.
Yeah,
They're
grappling
weighted
is for
against
that,
them.
yes.
There's
Yeah.
also so many other
But there's
things like
still-
pressure points and stuff, but they'd have to be in that position at that moment to do that.
And they're also-
and that's
Yeah,
just
I'm
not
getting theirs
that's just
already.
not like the case all the time. So.
Also, by the way, men can be so physically overpoweringly strong that it doesn't matter where you get them with the leverage. It doesn't matter any of that. They don't even move. That guy, pound for pound, can take on a fucking bear. Right? He's massive.
I think this is
Wait,
actually
massive. Just one thing, just one thing.
$200. Is she confused about who can win a fight when arguing? Cause this chick doesn't know when to tap out. Maybe her mom doesn't either. Stop hitting her, she's brain dead.
I guess this is like a really big safety thing too. This is why I fight really hard against feminists who say this. Any girl who's like dating a boy, ask him to try to like just bear hug you, like physically, like don't get him to choke you or anything. Just restrain you and say, don't let me go, and I'm gonna fight as hard as I can.
Yep.
It's really important that women understand, like this is why like I'm all for women taking self-defense courses and stuff, but the
100%.
best self-defense, as my cop dad would say, is screaming, please fucking help me.
Yeah, whistles,
And
things
trying to
like
run
that,
and
yeah.
whistles and stuff. It's really important that women understand, like this is why when women talk about like feeling unsafe around men and men like are poo-pooing it, it's like, no, this is why this really, really matters, is because the power disparity between the average man and the average woman. I'm the same height as my husband. He would fucking, if he wanted to kill me, he could kill me at literally any time, no matter what, and only if I had a gun could maybe I do, and if we're in close quarters, I still might be fucked.
But even then, they usually take the guns away from the women.
True.
Well, also
True feminism is giving women guns,
testosterone
okay?
has a lot to do with it, which we lack in as females.
women.
Testosterone
Yeah, it's a huge
pushes
deal.
buttons in men, and the higher it goes, and like the more enraged you are as a man. I've seen it. Like
it's not just that, but testosterone is the building blocks for things like muscle. I mean, you need it for almost everything.
Absolutely.
For men, it's the fountain of youth. That's what testosterone is for us.
But your point was so good. Ask a man to just
hold you,
just squeeze you kind of hard,
or just lay on
you
top
can't even
of you.
breathe. Like I just actually had this happen, and this guy was like 6 foot tall, and I was like, he just hugged me so tight and cracked my back. I was like, oh my god, like it was just like intense, and I fight
unless
5 days a week actually. So that was like, and I wasn't trying to fight him, but his strength alone was like surprising to me. And I was like, wow, like...
And I've been in similar situations that I'm not going to say that I can beat up any man. I can't beat up my own... Like, I can't beat up any woman. I'm weak as fuck physically.
Can you beat up Nick? You might be into
that's a good point.
I don't know if...
I'm kidding, man.
Probably not. Like, I mean, I used to get in fights with my ex, and I'd freaking start him, and I'd still get my ass whooped, you know?
Physical fights?
Oh.
Like you and your...
You would... Oh, it was like mutually violent? You would start fights? Physical fights?
The physical part
arguments.
of him. He would be like verbally abusive, and then I would just like have a meltdown and then just start flailing my arms everywhere.
I'll never do that.
Flailing
Don't do it.
What do you mean?